Welcome to Healthy Start, your go-to channel for mastering health and wellness. Today, I'm diving into a critical topic: 15 intermittent fasting mistakes that could be making you gain weight. If you're struggling to shed pounds or hitting a plateau despite fasting, this video is for you. Intermittent fasting is a powerful tool for fat loss, but small errors can derail your progress. I'll walk you through the most common pitfalls so you can avoid them, burn fat, and achieve your goals. Let's get started. First, let's talk about why intermittent fasting is so effective when done right. The goal is to burn fat, maintain your metabolism, reduce insulin resistance, preserve muscle, and boost growth hormone. These 5 outcomes are the cornerstone of successful fasting. Burning fat shrinks your waistline. Maintaining your basal metabolic rate ensures you don't slow your metabolism, which happens with crash diets. Reducing insulin resistance helps reverse the storage mode that keeps you overweight. Preserving muscle keeps you strong and metabolically active. Boosting growth hormone spares muscle, speeds up metabolism, and fights aging. But mistakes can sabotage these benefits, so let's dive into the 15 errors you need to avoid. Mistake number 1. Eating too many carbs. Carbohydrates trigger insulin, the hormone that tells your body to store fat. If you're eating high-carb meals during your eating window, you're likely keeping insulin levels elevated, which locks fat in storage. Some people claim they can eat carbs and still lose weight with fasting, but this doesn't work for everyone. If you're not losing weight, your carb intake is probably too high. To play it safe, limit carbs to low glycemic options like vegetables and keep portions small. This helps your body stay in fat-burning mode and reduces insulin resistance over time. Mistake number 2. Consuming too much protein. Protein is essential, but overdoing it can also spike insulin. High-protein diets, like carnivore, work for some, but if you're plateauing, excess protein might be the culprit. Your body converts some amino acids into glucose, which raises insulin and keeps you in storage mode. Aim for moderate protein enough to support muscle maintenance, but not so much that it hinders fat loss. For most people, 0.6 to 0.8 grams per pound of lean body mass is a good range. Mistake number 3. Eating too much fat. Low-carb, high-fat diets like keto pair well with fasting, but it's possible to overdo the fat. If you're consuming so much dietary fat that your body doesn't need to tap into stored fat, you won't lose weight. Think about it. Fasting is about creating a calorie deficit by giving your body time to burn its own fat. If you're eating large amounts of butter, oil, or keto snacks, you might be meeting your energy needs without touching fat stores. Pay attention to portion sizes and listen to your hunger cues to avoid this trap. Mistake number 4. Taking in too many calories. Calories aren't the sole focus of fasting, but they still matter. If you're eating calorie-dense foods during your eating window like keto desserts or multiple meals in a short period, you could be consuming more than your body burns. This is especially true with 16-8 fasting, where people sometimes eat 3 meals in 8 hours. Delicious, high-fat foods can make overeating easy. Track your intake occasionally to ensure you're not unknowingly exceeding your needs. Mistake number 5. Eating too few calories. This might sound contradictory, but undereating can also stall progress. When you consistently eat too few calories, your body senses scarcity and slows your metabolism to conserve energy. This is why yo-yo diets fail. They lower your basal metabolic rate, making weight loss harder over time. Fasting avoids this by allowing you to eat until you're full during your eating window, signaling abundance to your body. For example, eating 2,000 calories every other day averages 1,000 calories daily but doesn't trigger metabolic slowdown like eating 50-calorie meals 3 times a day. Mistake number 6. Confusing low-calorie diets with fasting. A low-calorie diet restricts food intake across frequent small meals, sending constant insulin signals to store energy. Fasting, on the other hand, involves fewer meals with longer gaps, allowing insulin to drop and fat burning to kick in. If you're eating small, frequent meals, even low-calorie ones, your body perceives lack and lowers metabolism. Fasting lets you eat satisfying meals, so your body doesn't feel deprived, maintaining your metabolic rate. Mistake number 7. Not drinking enough water. Hydration is critical during fasting. Water is your best drink, and many people don't get enough. Dehydration can mimic hunger, leading you to eat when you're just thirsty. Minerals like sodium and potassium help retain water, so add a pinch of salt to your water if needed. Aim for at least 64 ounces daily, more if you're active. Coffee and tea are okay in moderation, but water should be your primary focus to support fat loss and overall health. Mistake number 8. Letting hunger get out of control. If you push your fast too far too soon, you might get so hungry that you overeat or choose poor quality foods like sugary snacks. This defeats the purpose of fasting. Ease into fasting gradually to become fat adapted, where your body efficiently burns fat for fuel. Plan your meals ahead of time, so you're prepared when hunger strikes. If you're new, start with a 12-hour fast and slowly extend it to avoid overwhelming your body. Mistake number 9. Skipping exercise. Exercise isn't just about burning calories, it's essential for optimal health. Weightlifting and high-intensity interval training boost growth hormone, which preserves muscle and enhances fat loss. Fasting alone can increase growth hormone significantly, but combining it with exercise amplifies the effect. For example, extended fasting can raise growth hormone by up to 1,200%, while height adds another 300 to 400%. Avoid long, intense cardio sessions, as they can trigger cortisol, a stress hormone that breaks down muscle and raises insulin. Stick to short, intense workouts or low-intensity activities like walking to stay in fat-burning mode. Mistake number 10. Ignoring stress. Stress, whether from work, relationships, or lifestyle, raises cortisol, which increases blood sugar and insulin. This makes it harder to reverse insulin resistance. Chronic stress can mimic the effects of poor diet, keeping you in storage mode. Practice stress management techniques like meditation, deep breathing, or yoga to keep cortisol in check. Your mental health is just as important as your diet when it comes to fasting success. Mistake number 11. Neglecting sleep. Poor sleep is a form of stress that spikes cortisol and disrupts insulin sensitivity. Irregular sleep schedules, insufficient hours, or sleeping during the day instead of at night all contribute to this issue. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep in a dark, quiet environment. Consistent sleep patterns support fat loss and make fasting easier by stabilizing your hormones. Mistake number 12. Sticking to the same routine. Your body adapts to repetitive patterns, which can lead to plateaus. If you always do 16 to 8 or OMAD, your metabolism may settle into a comfortable zone and stop progressing. Mix things up with different fasting lengths, like 18 to 6, 24-hour fasts, or occasional 3-day fasts. Vary your food choices and meal sizes to keep your body guessing and responsive to fasting. Mistake number 13. Combining carbs and fat when breaking a fast. Some suggest that eating carbs and fat together after fasting spikes insulin excessively due to heightened insulin sensitivity. I question this, as your body is smart enough to adjust insulin based on your current sensitivity. Even after a fast, severe insulin resistance doesn't vanish instantly, so moderate carbs with fat are unlikely to cause harm. Still, prioritize low-carb meals to stay safe, avoiding junk carbs like pastries or soda. Mistake number 14. Overusing sweeteners. Non-caloric sweeteners like stevia or monk fruit are popular, but they can trigger a cephalic response, where your brain signals insulin release expecting sugar. This response is usually minimal, as no actual carbs enter your system. To test this, use a glucose meter before and after consuming sweeteners. A slight blood sugar drop is fine, but a significant drop suggests you're sensitive and should limit them. Avoid artificial sweeteners like aspartame, which are harmful and disrupt health. Mistake number 15. Over-relying on bulletproof coffee or bone broth. These drinks break a fast because they contain calories, but they can be useful if they help you extend your fast. A small amount of bulletproof coffee might get you through an extra 12 hours, supporting fat loss. However, if you're drinking multiple high-calorie bulletproof coffees daily during 16 to 8 or OMAD, you're likely consuming too many calories and fat, stalling progress. Use them strategically, not habitually, and cut them out if you hit a plateau. To wrap up, intermittent fasting is about burning fat, maintaining metabolism, reducing insulin resistance, preserving muscle, and boosting growth hormone. Avoiding these 15 mistakes ensures you stay on track. Everyone's body is different, so experiment to find what works for you. If you're not seeing results, tighten up one or two areas like cutting carbs further or adding exercise and monitor your progress. Fasting is a tool, not a one-size-fits-all solution, so use these principles to customize your approach. I hope this video has given you the clarity and motivation to make intermittent fasting work for you. If you found it helpful, please like and share it with friends who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe to Healthy Start and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest health tips. Your support helps us create more content to guide you toward a healthier life. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.